24 tactical ways you can increase your show up rate, inspired by Alex Hormozi, taken from a collection of his podcasts, interviews, YouTube videos, newsletters, courses, etc. So let's dive right in. Number one is framing of the call. Not too long ago, I was actually speaking with somebody who works for Jeremy Miner, one of the best sales coaches of all time. And I was asking him, how do you increase show up rate? And he said, the only reason why somebody wouldn't show up to a call is if they don't think that there will be value in showing up to the call. He said, therefore, the number one most important thing you can do is increase the perceived value or the framing of the call to actually be something beneficial to the person showing up. Okay, so reframing your call to make it seem something that is actually good for the prospect will increase your show up rate by a mile. Okay, number two is speed to lead. This one is applicable for people who get inbound leads. Speed to lead. Anything sub 5 minutes is perfect. Anything over, right? Anything sub 5 minutes increases the conversion rate by 391%, which is 21 times better than if you waited more than 30 minutes to dial them. Okay, number two is calendar availability. Having your calendar availability set for every hour, every day, right? And we'll talk about when you should schedule calls, but making sure that you have as many possible hour slots possible. Okay, so opening your calendar up for literally from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., right? So that whenever the best time for the prospect is, they can choose that time. Number four is a 72-hour scheduling window. Okay, anyone that books outside of the 72-hour range, which is 3 days out in advance, the show up rate drops by over 60%. Okay, and so what you want to do is when somebody says, I can only do after, be like, hey, no worries, we don't have much availability, so that's actually not open. Like we said, our enrollment actually closes on Wednesday, so if it's something you want to do, we'd only have time, over the next couple of days, and I'll be more than happy to make availability and, work around with your schedule, but we only have within the next 3 days. And that's how you want to frame booking within the first 72 hours. If you book after, the show up rate drops by 60%. Okay, and so if if people are self-booking, only set your calendar to have 72 hours of showing time. Number five is reschedule. Right? If you're going to reschedule anybody, reschedule them on the same day or do not take them. Okay? Because if you reschedule somebody that is more than a day out, more than 24 hours out in advance of when the call was initially supposed to be, 90% of the people do not show up to that follow-up call. So be very strict and say, hey, we unfortunately don't offer reschedules due to the high call volume. If you want, we can reschedule for later today, but that's about the best I could do. Okay? Number six is having a text sequence, right? We'll get into the actual indoctrination sequence later. Having a text message reminder sequence, from the time booking till the call to remind them of the call, not just remind them, but also give them value and share stories, case studies, testimonials, etc. Okay, number seven, expectation setting. This is done if you are actually manually booking your prospects in yourself, and that is setting proper expectations on the cold DM, on the cold call, on the cold email, etc., of what the call is actually going to be and what to expect. Okay, therefore, they know what the call is going to be about, and therefore, if they're still saying, yes, I'll show up, they're more likely to actually show up. Number eight is building a brand. Right? Building a brand. If right now you booked a call with Alex Hormozi, okay, or Elon Musk, you would probably show up. Why is that? Well, it's because of their brand, right? Because they're perceived value, because of who they are, and because they're very well known. And so if you build up your brand, right, and you make yourself more reputable, more known around, even just by posting a couple of YouTube videos, you will increase your show up rate because people will feel a higher inclination to actually show because they value your time more. Number nine is calling to confirm. Right? Calling the morning of the call, right? So if the call is at 2 p.m., calling, let's say 9 a.m. in the morning of, to confirm that they're still ready to go, right? It's a simple reminder just to confirm, hey, I just wanted to reach out and, I was moving some things on my calendar. Just want to make sure we're still good to go for our call at time, right? Just to confirm, morning of. This is very, very, very important. Number 10 is having sales assets, right? This is videos, right? Videos like one like this, for example, right? Giving value. A sales asset is just a typical piece of content that you can share with them for them to consume, to know a bit more about you, to build that trust and really build that indoctrination/nurturing. Okay. Number 11 is a gift for attending the call. This one's huge. It's very, very, very subtle, but it can be very, very pivotal in getting more people to show up, which is giving somebody a gift for showing up to the call. Whether that's an Amazon gift card, whether that's a coffee, whether that's a free lead magnet, whether that's a free audit, some free value. It can be something super, super simple. Perhaps you even give them this document, right? Hey, I'll give you a document showing how you can increase your show up rate. Something super simple as that, or they feel that there's actually a good enough reason to show up to the call, even if they think they'll get nothing out of it. They're going to show up for this free gift, which increases show up rate. Number 12 is a personalized video confirming the meeting, right? One of the best things I learned is that things that should be personalized shouldn't be automated. The worst thing ever is to get 100 texts and emails saying your meeting is tomorrow, your meeting is in 6 hours, your meeting is in 2 hours. Nobody wants that, right? And so sending a personalized video will make them feel, wow, this guy really went out of his way to send me this video confirming our meeting. It sounds like he's ready to go. I'll spare my time and actually show up to the meeting. right? Because they feel like, oh wow, this person, it's really reciprocity. They did something for me, I should do something for them, okay? Number 14, or my bad, number 13 is a testimonial the day before, right? Setting them social proof / or a case study the day before or even the morning of is very, very, very crucial, because it increases the perceived value of the call, because they think that, hey, this guy's actually good, he knows what he's talking about, therefore they're more likely to show up. Number 14, is a 3-way hook message. This is done when you have a setter setting the calls, and basically what this would look like is right as the setter books them in, they add the closer to a group chat with the prospect, and then the setter introduces the closer, and the closer sends them a personalized video to confirm the meeting. And here's the thing, is somebody, it's easy to say to one person, hey, no, I'm not going to make it, but it's really hard to say to 10 people, no, I'm not going to make it, right? It's a social pressure. When you're the big group, you're going to do whatever they're going to do. And so when you add more people into the conversation, they feel bad leaving more people out on the table, right? And so they're more likely to show up because they don't want to feel bad leaving people out to dry, okay? Number 15 is having scarcity in booking, right? Simple as it sounds, creating some sort of scarcity and urgency to make them realize why they need to show up and why they need to show up on the time. One of the ways we could do this is by simply just probing a little bit, right? If you're setting them on the phone, or if you're even cold calling them, probing a little bit to find out what a bit of their issue is, and making them realize there's a problem to solve, will add a bit of scarcity in showing up to the call. One of the ways, if you have an offer ending soon, then you could add a bit of scarcity in, hey, the offer ends in XYZ time. Right, something super simple, but a scarcity in booking. Number 16 is having your availability in 15-minute increments. Okay, now the reason for this is somebody may be available at 3:45, but you only have 4 or 3:30, and they're like, well, I'll do 3:30, but maybe I won't be able to make it till I don't know if I'll be home quick enough. And so you do it in 15-minute increments to give people even more customization to work even better with their schedule. Therefore, you increase the likelihood that they will show up, and especially on time as well. Number 17, my bad, is double booking, right? A lot of times people no-show. And so what you can do is you can double book people. And here's the thing, even if somebody shows, you might have unqualified leads, okay? And so double booking people in 2 slots, right? Very simple. And then maybe somebody doesn't confirm, right? Maybe you call somebody in the morning and they don't confirm. And then you just, put that meeting on the back burner, right? You put it on like a maybe, right? Because they didn't confirm their meeting. And therefore what you do is you open up way more availability, because now you can have people double booking in and somebody might not show and it's not a problem. Okay, so double booking in slots can be a super powerful thing you can do, because then, hey, if one person show up, doesn't matter, you had another one anyway, right? So you don't feel as bad anymore, okay? Number 17, which we just talked about, is double booking slots. Number 18 is have an indoctrination sequence / value / social proof. I have a video. If you use GoI Level and you want all of my GoI Level automations that I use, I have a YouTube video. I will link it down below if I remember. If not, just go search all the GoI Level automations I use to make my say like 100K or something like that, right? You'll find it on my YouTube channel. And essentially in this indoctrination sequence, a lot of people like to just do reminders. Hey, reminder, calls tomorrow, calls in 6 hours, calls in 8 hours, calls in 5 days. Don't do that, right? The best indoctrination sequence is exactly that, indoctrinating them, nurturing them, which is done by giving them value, right? Give them value after value after value. So they go, wow, this guy's already giving me this much value. I wonder what's going to happen on the call. I wonder what he actually does. Right, so increasing the perceived value of the call by giving them real value beforehand, right? Real value beforehand increase the perceived value, which increases the chance that they'll show up. And there's also something called rule of reciprocity, which is when you give somebody something, they feel inclined to give it back to you. And so if you give them a bunch of this value, they go, wow, this is awesome, they'll be more than likely to actually show up to the call. So make sure your indoctrination sequence is a lot of value and a lot of social proof, right? Social proof builds trust and it builds you as an authority figure, which makes them more likely to want to show up, okay? So number 19 is application process, right? Having disqualification processes, right? We all know the more friction there is to book, that the people who do book are more likely to show because they're more committed, right? So if somebody has to just click one button versus going through an entire survey, the person who fills out the entire survey is more likely to show up because they had to go through this entire process, okay? So having an application process means you have more qualified and more committed prospects. Number 20 is personalized equals better. This is more of a tip, more of a tactic, which is that anything that should be personalized shouldn't be automated. Simple as that, right? The more personalized you can get, the better it can be. Right? If they feel the call is going to be super personalized to them, they'll be more likely to show if they feel like it's really special for them. And so the more personalized you can make things, the more likely somebody is to show. Let's keep going. We got 4 more here, right? Which is number 21, having easy access to the call, having low friction, low barrier to entry to actually join the call. For example, Zoom versus a phone call. More people are more likely to show up to a phone call than a Zoom call because it's easier to hop on the phone call. For example, more people are likely to show up to a Google Meet than a Zoom because it's easier to join the Google Meet. They don't have to have an account. They can just press one button. It's very easier to use, okay? So making it easy for the person to access the call. Simple as that. Okay, number 22 is having low friction. For example, literally 2 minutes before, what I would always do is I would send the link, right? I would resend the Zoom link or the Google Meet link, whatever it is, right to their email and to their phone, to both of them, not just one, to both, so they can have easy access to actually join the call, decreasing the amount of friction it takes to get them on the call and increasing the likelihood that they will actually show. Number 23 is adding the call to the calendar, ensuring that they add the call to their own calendar. You can do this by confirming that right before you hang out the phone, right before you set them or book them. You say, hey, just an FYI, we're going to send you an email in a couple minutes. In that email, you can actually add this calendar, this event, this call to your calendar, so you won't miss it, and the Google and the Zoom link will be in there as well. Alright, so getting them to actually add the call to their calendar increases show up rates. And the last one is making a sexy meeting agenda. This is one that nobody ever talks about, which is making a sexy meeting agenda. Sending them this beforehand or telling them this while you're booking them, showing them what's actually going to happen on the call. Right? What are they going to get? What's going to be talked about during on the call? And if you make this super sexy and super interesting and intriguing, people will be more likely to show up because they're like, whoa, I really want to see what's going to happen on this call. And so they'll show up because they're like, whoa, this looked really cool. So there you go. That is 24 ways to increase your show up rate. This video was originally going to be titled 100 ways to increase show up rate, but I took the best 24 tips inspired from Alex Hormozi and crammed them all into one video, so you don't have to sit here for 4 hours long listening to me talk or anybody else talk. And my goal is that you can use these tips to increase your show up rate so you can have more prospects show up to the call with more qualified leads, close more deals, so you can make more money. That being said, I got nothing else. Okay, so if you have any other ways that you like to increase your show up rate, any other tips that you want to share with anybody else, comment them down below. If you have any questions, okay, or any concerns or anything you want to chat to me about, comment down below. I answer literally every single person. That being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you got some value, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Go watch another one of my YouTube videos, by the way. I have some really good videos about how to take sales calls and how to handle objections and blah blah blah, you name it. Bye.